right, good evening, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to the Lockport Township January meeting. I'd like to start out with the Pledge of Allegiance. If we all could all stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Always throws me off.
I'd like to thank everybody for being here tonight and those on TV. I'd like to first of all start out with wishing everybody a happy new year and a prosperous new year for everybody. That being said, I think we'll start with a roll call.
Trustee Mike Lewandowski.
Here.
Trustee John Bodisich.
Here.
Assessor Debbie Mason. Here. Supervisor Ron Alberico.
Here.
Highway Commissioner John Shalinski.
Here.
Trustee Barb Boyce. Here. Trustee Dean Morelli.
Here.
Attorney Gary Mueller. Present. And we have Deputy Clerk Jessica taking the minutes, and myself.
All right, thank you. Everybody should have received in their packet the minutes of the December 12th meeting of the Road and Bridge Fund. I do need a motion to pay the bill, or pass the minutes.
Make that motion.
Got a motion by John Bodisich,
I'll second it.
second by Barbara Boyce. Any questions of the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, we have the bills of $54,874.23. I do need a motion to pay the bills.
I'll make a motion to pay the bills.
I got a motion by Barbara Boyce.
I'll second it.
I got a second by Michael Lewandowski. Any questions of the bills?
I do, I'm sorry. Help me out here, John, the payroll account about the eighth line down, those account numbers and amount next to them. The one is kind of high, what is that? The 706-4206? The 704-4210? Below the names of the individuals?
Payroll account salaries is what you're talking about, 1219?
1219, or 1223. Yes, 1219, right above that.
Yeah, that, I'd have to tell you exactly. I know that they had overtime during the Christmas holiday, which, you know, that bumps that up, but I would have to look and see exactly what that is.
That one is very large. I don't know if that's, see which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, I do see it, but because there's just a number there. Oh, I think that's the second, that's that's the accumulation of all of them together.
If you had all the names?
Yeah, basically the way it's broken out, now that I'm looking at it, the top lines were the payroll from 12/5 through 12/18, and then they have the line items it's taken out of, which is all the same. So that's the accumulation of all of the payrolls, and then it's broken out per person, because you guys wanted to see that. And then you have the next payroll, which is the same thing, where it's the accumulation of all of them put together, the combination of all salaries, and then underneath that is the individuals of what they made. Does that make sense to you? Now, the different line items, 4210 and 4209, without having my sheet in front of me, I'm assuming one is overtime and one is regular pay.
All right.
But because when we did the budget, we made them all one line item, but you guys still wanted to see them broken out in the minutes here, I mean, in the bills here, that's what that is. You scared me there. I looked at the same thing, I'm like, nobody's getting that much money overtime.
I want to work for you.
Yeah. Is that a satisfactory answer for you, or okay?
Any other questions?
Ron, I got one. John, I see the bottom of the second page, I believe, where the township drug testing. How often do you guys have to do that?
That's a great question. Once that, we go through TOI, and I think you guys might even be using that program or gonna use it, but basically what they charge us is, that's a yearly fee.
Okay.
And then they drug test, it's a random draw, and they drug test, and I'm not sure the actual figure, it's either 100 or 200, but I wanna say it's 100 people a year. And so we may never get drug tested because they're pulling 100 out of the whole state that's in this program.
Okay.
And not really fond of the program. We were not in it when I got in there. I was recommended after going to TOI, they said, oh, no, this is a great program, which it is a good program, don't make me wrong, but I would like to see them guys tested a little more often. So the previous highway commissioner actually was in the program, from what the guys told me, then he left for that reason, is I've had 2 guys tested since since I took over, but we're paying this money every year, they're just not getting tested. So I think the way the previous highway commissioner did it was he threw everybody's names in a hat, and then monthly or every other month, I don't know what the exact figure is, he would just draw out like 2 guys or 3 guys and send them to a local place, and I just talked to my foreman about that, and we're thinking of doing the same thing, because the only 2 guys that got drug tested were the foreman and the fireman that works for me. Well, you know that you guys get drug tested anyways. So to me, that was almost, not a waste of money. I don't want it to sound wrong, but I think they need to be tested a little bit more often. Not that there's any suspicion or suspect. It's just part of the CDL requirement, so I want to make sure we're all good with that. But as long as we're in that program, we're covered. It's a lot of money for what you're getting, you know. It's once a year fee. I think it's like $89 or $90 per CDL driver. So.
All right, any other questions? Can I have a roll call, please?
Lewandowski.
Yes.
Badisich.
Yes.
Alberico.
Yes.
Boyce.
Yes.
Morelli.
Yes.
All right. Any citizens wishing to address the board here for the Road and Bridge Fund? Seeing none, I would ask the Highway Commissioner, John, to give his report.
Real short today, we were out there salting, not enough snow really to plow, but the salt's working real well. After about 15 minutes on the road, I see where it's melting, so I actually cut my route short. I wanted to make sure I'm at the meeting, and I'm gonna go back out on the route here in a minute. Our big thing is the maintenance on the trucks and fixing and taking care of the plow equipment. This year, we've had an excessive amount of trucks that broke down, so we're looking at, future plans and seeing what we can do to help that. But a lot of little stuff, and it's not affecting the plowing because it's kind of happening at the end of the plowing, so then we have a few days before the next snow event where we can get these things fixed. But it seems like we're always having a truck in the shop here lately, the last couple of months. Other than that, appreciate everybody on the side streets. We've got less people parking there, so that really has helped out quite a bit. And we just continue to work hard to keep the streets clean. We've been fortunate the last couple of weeks. We haven't had a whole lot of snow events. We did have the one on Christmas, but other than that, this was the first time out since then, I believe. Got plenty of salt, so we're all set up for the remainder of the year.
All right, thank you. Does anybody else have any questions they would like to ask the Highway Department? Hearing none, I have no other business in the highway. I would ask for an adjournment.
So moved.
Motion by John Badisich.
I'll second it.
I'm sorry, Michael Lewandowski, second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you very much. Moving on to general assistance. You have your minutes from the December 12th meeting. I do need a motion to pass the minutes.
I'll make the motion.
I got a motion by Barbara Boyce,
Second?
second by John Badisich. Any questions of the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, ayes have it. You have the bills of $14,694.06. Need a motion to pay the bills for general assistance.
I'll make the motion.
I got a motion by Barbara Boyce,
Second.
second by John Badisich. Any questions of the bills?
Ron, is that the amount that's supposed to be here on the agenda? I mean, there was no amount on the agenda, correct?
Well, yes, if you add that list, and I told her to change this. I don't like the way she does this. It's the total of the 5,700, 245, the 57, and 8,000, and the 560.
It's on the balance sheet.
It is on the balance sheet also.
Okay.
But it would make it easier to read on the other bill lists. It does have a total. Any other questions? Hearing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Lewandowski.
Yes.
Modisich.
Yes.
Alberico.
Yes.
Boyce.
Yes.
Morelli.
Yes.
All right, thank you. The only other thing I wanted to bring up is the financial aid monthly report for December 16. We have requalified for, and 2 were denied. So right now on general assistance, we have 5 for the month, and no emergency. Other than that, I have no other business in general assistance. I would ask for an adjournment.
So move.
I got a motion by John Badisich,
I'll second it.
second by Barbara Boyce. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you very much. All right. Moving on, we'll go into our senior fund. You have the minutes in your meeting, or in your packet of the meeting for December 12th, 2016. I do need a motion to pass the minutes.
Make that motion?
I got a motion by John Badisich,
I'll second it.
second by Barbara Boyce. Any questions of the minutes? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you very much. You have the bills of $26,679.60. Would like a motion to pay the bills?
Make that motion?
I got a motion by John Badisich,
I'll second it.
second by Barbara Boyce. Any questions of the bills? Hearing none, please.
Lewandowski.
Yes.
Modisich.
Yes.
Alberico.
Yes.
Boyce.
Yes.
Morelli.
Yes.
All right. I really, any citizens wishing to address the board here tonight for the senior fund? Seeing none, I have no other business in senior, unless anybody has something they want to bring up. I would ask for an adjournment.
Make
So
a
mo-
motion.
I got a motion by John Badisich, a second by Barbara. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. We're moving through this pretty quickly, I think, because it's cold in this room. All right, we'll be moving on to the town fund. Again, you have your minutes in your packet for the December meeting workshop on December 8th, in the monthly meeting of December 12th. I need a motion to pass the minutes.
I'll make that motion,
I
Ron.
got a motion by Dean Morelli.
I'll second it.
I got a second by Michael Lewandowski. Any questions of the minutes? Hearing none? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you very much. You have the bills of $415,132.34. I do need a motion to pay the bills.
I'll make the motion.
I got a motion by Barbara Boyce,
Second.
second by John Badisich. Any questions of the bills?
Ron, I just had something I wanted to bring up. You know, we're talking about the building renovation and like Dewberry and stuff like that, the architect, as far as the payouts.
Right.
Are we getting caught up there as far as,
I think we're pretty much getting everything paid out now. I know we'll have some more renovation bills next month as things close up. We still have holding 10%, I know for sure, from the main contractor, because he's got some cleaning up to do and some
sure,
punch list stuff, things that are, but it's coming down to the end of it now. The renovations are just about done. Any
Ron,
other,
I had a question. I noticed that we appropriated $85,000 for the Central Square building. I take it that that's the rent that we paid a year for just to have this third floor, and now that we're not going to be here any longer, that line item will go away, correct?
that line item will end, where their Central Square basically does not exist anymore. We will have one more Central Square meeting to pay up any bills that have come in since first of the month, from that point on, it'll be the city of Lockport's responsibility to pay any bills.
And they'll turn the heat on, maybe.
And maybe they'll turn the heat on, I don't know. I think that's why they turned it off, because we're not paying into it anymore, so.
Oh, thank you.
No, that line item should be coming to an end, and I think we will be getting a reimbursement, some of that $80,000 back,
85.
$85,000 back this year.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions of the bills? Hearing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Lewandowski.
Yes.
Radisich.
Yes.
Alberico.
Yes.
Joyce.
Yes.
Morelli.
Yes.
All right, motion passes. Any citizens wishing to address the town board here tonight? Seeing none, I'd like to move on to the assessor's report.
I have no report tonight.
Okay. We'll move on to the clerk's report.
Thank you, Ron. So filing period for the April 4th consolidated election, the last day to file was on December 19th, and the clerk's office was open until 5 p.m. The State Board of Elections did extend the dates for objections to be filed because of the holiday, and there were no objections that were filed in the clerk's office. Absentee ballot requests are now being accepted, and they will be mailed out on and around February 23rd. So if you want a vote-by-mail ballot, please call our office and we can take care of you. Early voting begins on March 20th through April 3rd. The clerk's office will be open from 9 to 4, and on April 3rd, that Monday, 9 to 5. Saturday hours will be March 25th, 9 to noon, and April 1st, 9 to noon. So the consolidated election are the mayor races in Crest Hill, Romeoville, and Lockport. Township elections, I think a few library board seats are up, and park board seats. So. I think the fire board too. Fire board too, thank you, John. So, that's all I have.
All right, well, thank you very much.
And at our new location. Be taking
Yes, it will be
place
at our new
At our
location.
new location, yes.
All right, trustees' comments or suggestions here tonight? Anybody have anything? All right. I do have Central Square report on here still. I don't have anything for Central Square report. I will keep that on there for next month, just to report what bills are left to be paid, and whatever reimbursement may come from the dissolving of the Central Square. But other than that, we moved out of here, and they started tearing things out of our offices, so the city of Lockport pretty much is taking over the whole upstairs here. The renovations are going, looks like pretty quick. They must be spending a lot on those renovations because they're not spending it on heat. Other than that, I have nothing else in Central Square. I have no new business tonight. Old business, I did want to bring up today at our new building. We did have our first program inauguration for the building of the student teachers conference was today that we approved last month for Mr. McGowan. I do regret to inform this board that Mr. McGowan has passed away, and I feel really bad. He was here last month at this meeting and spoke very elegantly, and he's passed away, so I feel bad about that. He was a principal at Lockport West when I was there, so I've known him for a long time. But anyway, the conference went on without a hitch, and it was really very successful. The gentleman that took it over, his first name is Roger. I don't remember his last name right now, but he just wanted to thank this board as to how wonderful the building is, how good it worked out for him. There were like 55, 56 kids, students. I don't want to call them kids, they're young adults there today, and it went well for good. I was real happy with it, and without a hitch, and they were very happy. Actually, he suggested he would like to come to this board again and talk about the fall programming when they do it, and I said, well, let's get through this spring first, so. But anyway, they're real happy with that, and that went well. Well, the update of the building, we did, I know we're all aware of where we're at here with the building. We are in the building now. We did move the week between Christmas and New Year's. The elevator is up and working, and it's got its tags from the state. It passed the state tags. The occupancy was given to us on, I don't know the date, but it was right the week of Christmas and New Year's. So we did move in between that week, and we opened our doors January 3rd, I believe, was our first day of operation at the new building. Everything is going smoothly for, as big a move as it was. We're getting everything done. Everything's not exactly where it belongs yet, and we're going to have bumps in the road, but it's a beautiful building. I think it's going to be wonderful for the residents, and there's going to be some very, very fine programming coming out of that building. So I'm very proud of it, and I really appreciate what this board has done for standing up and voting for this building. So I just want to thank you. It's going really good. Other than that, I did want to bring up really quick, we have had the food pantry out here to speak to us the last couple months, and we had the Meals on Wheels speak to us the last couple of months. I know we really want to work with them, 2 groups, to get them in the building, but I did have a email from our attorney suggesting that we probably shouldn't sign any contracts until after the election, because I don't want to sign a contract if I'm not the supervisor. I should not be signing a contract for the next term. So I'm going to hold off on any movement on that until we know which way we have to go with that. I'm still going to work with them, get everything preliminary set up, so whatever the outcome is, we could start moving as soon as that takes place. So hopefully they will be moving in April or May. Other than that, I have nothing else under old business. Really quick, I wanted to bring up, everybody should have gotten their packet, a letter from CASA thanking us for their support, our support to them through the year, and for using our buses on their Christmas program. I can't remember what it was called.
Fundraiser for them.
It was a fundraiser for them, but yeah, they used our bus. And I did get a thank you card, this list the other day. I wanted to read it because this is what really makes it all worth it for township officials. It says, it's a thank you letter. It says, Dear Mr. Alberico, your gift card for groceries was a blessing. Your kindness was so gladly received. I pray God will bless you for thinking of those of us who are struggling. But, I don't want to say this is me, this is this board that allows that to happen. So that's what makes it worth it, guys, when we help people. It's us helping people. So I have nothing else in tonight's meeting, unless there's anything else anybody else wants to bring up.
The ribbon cutting, would you like to?
Well, we are going to have a ribbon cutting. It's going to be on Wednesday, January 18th for the local officials. We are also going to have in February, which isn't set yet, the actual open house for, I want all the residents to feel welcome to come see the building, and we'll put on a big thing for you to show off our building. I think it's going to be a wonderful addition to this township. So, but the ribbon cutting will be Wednesday, January 18th at 10 a.m. at the new town building at 1463 South Farrell Road in Lockport.
Talk about the flag dedications.
We're going to raise our flags. We have new flag poles. We are going to have a flag donated to us from our federal representatives that was flown over the Capitol. That'll be our American flag. We are going to have a flag donated to us from our state reps that going to come from the Capitol that's flown down to Springfield. They're going to donate us a flag. We're going to have a flag donated from Will County, from our executive's office. He'll be here to donate us a flag. And we're also going to have the veterans VFW is going to donate us a POW flag. So we're going to dedicate, POWs, or I'm sorry, the VFW is going to be there to dedicate the flagpoles and to do the raising of the first raising of our flag. So I'm real excited about that, and looking forward to it on, I think that's the 18th of January, 10 o'clock. So,
Ron, I have a question for the attorney. In regards to the Meals on Wheels, I understand that we can't have a contract until after April. Can they come in without a contract?
I would not recommend it,
I wouldn't,
in part because I think you're going to have difficulty with your insurance. Even though they're a wonderful organization, and, I anticipate the board will favorably review whatever they would present, but absent having something in place, I wouldn't recommend it.
I just know how hard they were trying to get in, and for many reasons, so I was just saying that there was a chance, so, understood.
anybody have anything else tonight? And I would call for adjournment.
So move.
I got a motion by John Badisich,
Second it.
second by Barbara Boyce. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you very much, and I hope everybody has a wonderful evening and drive safely home. I know it's snowing out there. Thank you.